everyone into our live coverage of this UEFA Nations League game live from Geneva. It's match day 4, League A Group 2, as the visitors Portugal are looking to take control of the group as they take on the Swiss, who are looking to win their first points of this Nations League campaign. A very warm Geneva it is as well, the temperature up around 30 degrees. Don't be fooled by those mountains, which look more suitable for skiing than sunshine. This is how the group stands after 3 games, and it doesn't look great for the Swiss. They are now on a 5-match winless streak, losing 4 of those 5 games. Portugal on top of the group, and don't forget that they beat the Swiss in Lisbon 4-0 only a week ago. Andy Hinchcliffe was alongside me for that game, and I'm delighted that he is again today. That was a pretty one-sided affair in the end, though the Swiss had a goal disallowed early on in the game, but they will be very much the home side looking for something different here.
They need an improvement. Every level really in terms of going forward. Defensively there were aberrations against Portugal that simply cannot happen again tonight. I feel with Akanji and Elvedi, I think their partnership in central defence is going to be vital in keeping out what is a very dangerous Portuguese attack, and Ronaldo's absence will give them hope because he has punished them in recent games, but Switzerland simply have to be better than they were in Lisbon.
It is a difficult time for Murat Yakin, the Swiss coach who negotiated their qualification for the World Cup finals later this year, very successfully. I hesitate to say that the wheels have absolutely fallen off since then, but certainly form seems to have deserted them. And, here we are midway through a Nations League campaign with the World Cup finals 5 months away now. Not a good time to lose your way.
Absolutely, you want to build momentum going into the World Cup, but these A groups in the Nations League are clear. They are the best sides in Europe. It is going to be tough, but I feel for Shaqiri. Look at that performance against Spain. It was a lot better. There were defensive improvements there. That needs to continue tonight. That's the basis, the foundation of tonight's performance, is doing a similar job as they did against Spain.
Here come the Portuguese in that change strip. They have given 1 or 2 of their familiar faces a rest this evening, as Andy Hinchcliffe was just alluding to. No Ronaldo, for example, in the squad, but as you can see that Pepe is still very much involved, and Pepe is the captain of Portugal for this one, aged 39 now, and a survivor of 2 Portuguese matches played in this stadium in the European Championship finals of 2008. Pepe played the full 90 minutes of a 2-0 win over Turkey, and then a 3-1 victory over the Czech Republic in this very stadium back, 14 years ago now. So the Swiss need something, that is for sure. 3 games played, only 1 goal scored, no points won. It can only get better, they would hope, from that start, as Fernando Santos, the coach of Portugal, prowls in the tunnel, and they will come out into this lovely picturesque arena which holds just a little over 30,000 people. One of the most attractive stadiums in Europe, you would say. Granit Xhaka, the captain of Switzerland, starts again, as he has in each of their previous 3 match days in this Nations League campaign. They savoured the atmosphere in the warm-up, and more importantly,
games, they've got the most points, they've got the biggest goal difference. There's been a great balance to their play. They've been consistent, an excellent level of performance in every game. They've played high intensity on and off the ball. I can't see any lack of application from Portugal tonight.
So here they come. Fernando Santos with a little pat on the back for each of his troops as they make their way out into the Stade de Genève, and a handshake for his opposite number, Murat Yakin. The ground is very close to being full for the visit of Portugal. And there's a very healthy Portuguese contingent in the stadium too. As always on these occasions, as the Nations League anthem plays, players will line up and we will have the national anthems of both Switzerland and Portugal as a preliminary what lies ahead. And first it will be the anthem. Swiss coach Murat Yakin, he's seen his squad tumble into a mini crisis over the last couple of weeks. 3 games played, 3 lost in what was always a very tough-looking group. 3 changes as well to the 11, which lost 1-0 to Spain in the stadium 3 days ago. Jonas Omlin comes in goal. Nico Elvedi at the back, and Haris Seferovic comes in up front. Granit Xhaka leads them as ever. Our referees for this game come from Croatia. The on-pitch referee is Fran Jovic. The video assistant referee is actually an Italian, Paolo Valeri, as the 2 captains meet in the middle. Well, Portugal won in Lisbon against the Czech Republic on Thursday. 7 changes from that 11 from coach Fernando Santos today. Jean Moutinho, Rafael Guerreiro and Cristiano Ronaldo are given time off. None of them are in the squad at all. João Cancelo has 2 goals in 3 Nations League matches already. in this campaign. He's been absolutely excellent and is one of the 4 survivors from that Czech game on Thursday. There are the substitutes, should they be required. Quite a few players actually are walking a suspension tightrope. Should they pick up another yellow card, then they would miss out on match day 5 later in the year. Jonas Omlin there is the man in goal today. Only a 4th cap for the Swiss goalkeeper. Plays with Montpellier in France. Missed out on the Euros in 2021 with a late injury, having been called into the squad initially. Fran Jovic, the referee, blows his whistle. It's Switzerland in the red and white. It's Portugal in the change strip. It's the Swiss from left to right. And Hitch with Portugal come into this obviously as favourites, but we know that the Swiss have quality. They just haven't really shown it yet.
Yeah, they just need to find some confidence. But you know, 7 changes in that Portugal side. No Ronaldo, but it's still a very dangerous side that Fernando Santos has put out. But for Murat Yakin and Switzerland, it's about being individually, collectively much better than they were in Lisbon. Most importantly, they have to eradicate those defensive errors, basic errors they made in that game.
Nuno Mendes, the young left-back, with the forward ball towards Rafael Leao. Here he is again. Nuno Mendes, Paris Saint-Germain player, losing possession. Sylvain Vidma will leave it for Shaqiri. Vidma with the early ball into the box, and the header is in! And Seferovic has scored inside a minute in Geneva. Haris Seferovic for Switzerland, and that is exactly what Murat Yakin and Switzerland needed.
Well, in the game in Lisbon, Seferovic scored. The goal was chalked off for a handball, so he probably feel he deserves a goal. And there's a big centre forward as well. If you provide decent servicing, which Vidma does here, it's a beautiful ball. Seferovic has done well. He's actually stepped in between defenders. He's got himself away from the big centre half. He's got inside João Cancelo, who can't jump to meet him. So he's then, he's in space. He's got the target in front of him. It's about where he guides the header, and he puts it out of the goalkeeper's reach. It's an intelligent header. It's a wonderful cross. It's there to be finished. He may be slightly mistimed. It could possibly come off his shoulder, but it's where he heads the ball. It goes down into that bottom corner. Keeper can't get there. It's a dream start for the Swiss.
55 seconds or so on the clock when Switzerland take the lead. A goal scored by a man who, of course, plays in Portugal and scores against Portugal. Fernando Santos, not with the start he wanted, or probably the start he expected. Well, that's Manuel Akanji with the long ball, which is overhit for Djibril Sow. But a great start.
The expectation was they might be a little bit nervous, Switzerland, they might sit behind the ball, but they stepped onto Portugal. It is a wonderful cross, but the centre-forward's positioning is outstanding, the way he's got himself away from full-backs and centre-halves, so he's in space, but it's about finishing it, and he does it so well.
Rafael Leao here taking on Vidma, who supplied the cross for the goal. He's got himself in trouble there, Danilo, but finds Pepe. João Cancelo. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Breakthrough for Vitinha. It's been over the last couple of weeks, winning his first caps for his country, and today his second start for his country. Nations League has been really good for him. It's Bruno Fernandes away to João Cancelo. Ricardo Rodriguez under a bit of pressure from Andre Silva. I think that's going to be a corner kick. It came off the outstretched boot of Ricardo Rodriguez.
It's fabulous work from Andre Silva. As all the Portuguese players do, they're tireless. When they lose the ball, they close down, they put opponents under pressure. She's picked up a set piece there from pretty much nothing.
Nuno Mendes with 19 on the back of his shirt, and he is 19 years old. Will take this corner kick. It's a wickedly moving one as well, and Pepe got something on it, and Switzerland hacked it away. It nearly fell to Andre Silva. great movement on the ball in, wasn't it?
Fantastic delivery again, in swing, keeper can't come and deal with it. Pepe, I just wonder if they actually missed times the head. He seemed to be there, but just didn't make any contact with it.
Shaqiri with the forward ball cleared away for Switzerland by Vidma, and Shaqiri goes down. Beg his pardon, Seferovic goes down, and it's going to be a free kick to Switzerland for the foul by Nuno Mendes. Well, it's only the second goal they've scored in this Nations League campaign, Switzerland, and it's come very, very early. Great platform on which to build as Brel and Bolo floated the ball forward. João Cancelo there defending well as ever. Bruno Fernandes. Clearing header was from Nico Elvedi. Decent ball out, Rafael Leao. He's overrunning.
It's a really open field to the game. That early goal has really opened things up. Both sides really going at it. It's a clever goal, it's a well-worked goal, it's patient in its build-up. The cross is outstanding, and I do feel that Seferovic probably just slightly missed times. It does come somewhat off his shoulder, but you can see what he's trying to do. He is trying to head it down into that bottom corner. Rui Patricio is actually at his near post, and he's moving across his goal line. He just keeps the ball out of the keeper's reach, and it's a brilliant start for the Swiss.
Scored 3 times in the European Championship finals played last year. Haris Seferovic, as the Swiss reached the quarter-finals of that tournament. It's his 25th international goal. Pepe. Rafael Leao has had a push in the back of Vidma. Play goes on. Leao with the cross, which was always looking very difficult for Otavio. He actually did well to do anything with it, really.
Clearly the referee feels there's an accidental collision there between Leao and Vidma, but as we've seen in all the games, Portugal at times do play that longer forward ball. They look to turn defences around. They play a lot of balls into feet to attack teams in that way, but they will mix up their attacking play, and it's difficult to defend. You don't see many teams actually playing those longer passes in international football.
Jan Sommer may not be in the starting lineup, but he's very much in support of his team. Jonas Omlin gets a rare outing.
Probably the pattern of the game that we expected. Okay, the Swiss have got that vitally important opening goal, but Portugal dominating the ball as we thought they would do.
Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao thinks he's got the pace to get away from Vidma, and he might be right. He squeezes across it, and Omlin is there. If he's going to run at Vidma all evening, then Vidma's going to have his hands full because he's swift.
It's good defending at the front post actually by Elvedi as well. He's not actually playing the ball, he's just stopping Andre Silva get to the ball, then his goalkeeper can come and mop up. It's good play by the centre-half, good positioning.
Elvedi to Brissau, and Xhaka. Clinched their qualification for the World Cup finals with a victory over Bulgaria in mid-November. Switzerland, a thumping 4-0 win actually. But the only game they avoided defeat in since then, and they've played 5, was a 1-1 draw with Kosovo. It's well defended as Elvedi made sure that Otavio couldn't get onto it.
It's a decent ball again. Portugal looking to play that longer ball over the top to turn the Swiss around, but Elvedi just reading the situation, stepping across, didn't even have to play the ball, just screened it out to play. He started well.
Xhaka forward to Freuler, on to Shaqiri. Just a little foul by Ruben Neves. The referee does want the free kick to be taken properly. Having awarded it, he couldn't very well let the Swiss get away with taking it with a rolling ball.
The Swiss were brave in possession in their own defensive third there. We know Portugal, we've seen that in the Nations League so far. They will press every team that they play, so Switzerland have to be kind of brave in possession, but at times, if they're under pressure, play that little bit longer up to Seferovic just to kind of bypass that Portuguese press.
Akanji. Bit short that pass from Vidmer, and Nuno Mendes read it really well. It's very sharp.
It's not so bad for Switzerland losing the ball there on the halfway line, but they don't want to lose the ball on the edge of their own defensive third, because that's where you will have a problem, because Portugal have lots of players up the pitch. They commit bodies to the press. If they win it back, they're going to cause you problems.
Vitinha into Bruno Fernandes and back again. Nuno Mendes chose not to deliver the cross himself. Ruben Neves scoops one in from a more central angle, and Omlin caught it. And Portuguese player who's down here is saying that Omlin caught him as well. It's Otavio.
Otavio's really going to get to the ball, not sure. Apart from jump and catch the ball, what else Omlin could have done? Yes, he catches the Portuguese players. Clearly no intent there, he's just looking to do his job, and he did it effectively.
"12 games in charge, 4 wins, 4 defeats, 4 draws. And Nuno Mendes lost it to Seferovic. I don't think there was a foul. Shaqiri was unable to hold on to possession. Ruben Neves with a very important steal from Xherdan Shaqiri. Didn't look like a foul to me.
That was the forward ball that I was talking about, that longer, slightly longer forward ball into Seferovic. If he can secure the ball very quickly, Switzerland can bypass the press and get up the pitch.
Pepe. Vitinha. That's a good challenge. Referee said there's nothing wrong with that. Now Elvedi strides forward. Finds Shaqiri. Oh, penalty! Penalty to Switzerland. Wow. Well, it hit Nuno Mendes. Shaqiri was delivering a cross. The referee from Croatia, Fran Jovic, pointed to the spot absolutely instantaneously. And he's got a yellow card out as well. Danilo, I think, has been booked for leading the protests. Well, Nuno Mendes went sprinting to the referee's assistant. Let's have a look. Well, first, is that a foul?
Well, he seems to come through Andre Silva to win the ball. So, in my view, that is a foul. And that cannot be given. Again, you've got to look at the arm position of Nuno Mendes. His arms are down by his side. The ball strikes his arm. There's no movement of his arm. It's not raised. It's not looking to block the ball into the box. That is the ball striking the hand, not the hand making a movement towards the ball. And I'll be amazed if this is given.
Well, it's being checked, of course, by Paolo Valeri.
Well, it's clearly a foul, isn't it? He takes away Andre Silva's left foot. But this ball in from Xherdan Shaqiri, you know, it just strikes the arm of Nuno Mendes. He's turned his back on it. That is always a risk, but I'm sure that is a foul on the halfway line by Elvedi.
He's going to go and have a look. I think that's the right decision. Whether he will then reverse his decision, we shall see. This is what he's looking at.
It's a foul, Steve, simple as that. It's a foul.
Be interesting to see whether he then looks at the handball or whether he thinks that that is evidence enough to reverse his decision.
Well, if that is a foul, clearly that's the first infringement. So again, you have to go back and give a free kick to Portugal.
But if we start seeing replays of the handball, then that would suggest that he's decided that that isn't a foul, and he is indeed. Well, he has reversed it.
Yeah, he's given the free kick to Portugal. That's absolutely the right decision.
Yeah, foul. Now, has he wiped out the yellow card that he showed Danilo for dissent?
Well, regardless of the situation, if he's shown dissent, maybe that's yellow card will stand.
Yeah.
But I did think the handball itself was incredibly harsh, but we've got to kind of, in my opinion, what is the right decision, but we got to it by a foul on the halfway line. But again, VAR did its job, they referred it back, referee had a look, and we've got to the right decision. That was the first infringement.
Yeah. Paolo Valeri, the Italian video assistant referee, guiding Franjovic. And the correct outcome has been got to Vitinha for Portugal. Danilo. So it remains with 15 minutes played. Switzerland 1, Portugal 0. Haris Seferovic in the first minute. Kanji. Nice glance again from Bruno Fernandes, but Akanji was there. Should be a Portuguese throw, seemed to come on Shaqiri last. Experience in international terms, Jonas Omlin, but he's 28 years old, so he's been around the block a few times. He knows what he's doing here as he organises his defence in front of him. Bruno Fernandes with the Portuguese corner kick, deep away to the back post, and it's Danilo. It's a good save by Omlin. It's a free header for Danilo.
It's good goalkeeping because initially the ball has gone to the far post, he's moved to his far post, but then readjusted, and the ball comes back across the 6-yard box to Danilo. How quickly he moves his feet to get into a position to make the save.
Bruno Fernandes forward, Andre Silva. The cross is a good one, it's headed in, the flag's gone up, because Andre Silva was offside when the ball was played to him. He looked offside, and I was waiting for the flag in all honesty, and probably so was Rafael Leao.
It's Elvedi. At times I don't like to see defenders taking a risk and stepping up, but he got the step up there, absolutely correct. By stepping up, he caught Andre Silva offside. The goal rightly doesn't stand. It was good movement off the ball from Andre Silva, but great defending from Elvedi, just stepping forward to catch him off.
Played 18 minutes yet. We've had one goal scored, a penalty awarded and then rescinded, and a goal disallowed. And this save.
Yeah, moving to his far post, but then readjusting his feet, getting back across his line. That's why I talk so much about goalkeepers positioning, moving their feet quickly, get yourself into a position to make the save.
Given away by Bruno Fernandes to Granit Xhaka. That's well controlled. It was an awkward line for Tepe across quickly. This is called by Jibril Sal.
He reads the danger. This is all his experience. Sees the attacking midfielder breaking forward, just steps across his line and it's clearly fouled.
When he played in those European Championship matches in Geneva 14 years ago, Tepe, he wasn't even one of the youngsters in the squad then. He's in his mid-20s then. He's 39 now. Noah Okafor doing some stretching. That's confirmation of the offside if it were needed.
You see Elvedi there, just he realises he's the last man and steps up, times his step up to perfection.
Fernando Santos, today's 101st game in charge of Portugal. Been on for 8 years in the job. Pepe nearly lost it to Seferovic. Embolo to Shaqiri. Not quite the subtlety you expect from Shaqiri's left foot.
It's difficult when you've got a bouncing ball. The idea was right to try and play so in who'd made that forward run. It's a very difficult bouncing ball coming at you to get the weight of the forward pass correct.
Looks like Okafor is coming on, which obviously at this stage of the game must be an injury. And it's Shaqiri who has the problem. See Xherdan Shaqiri do that. I want to ask you, as a professional footballer, why do almost all professional footballers cut the feet off their socks and wear other socks underneath?
I think it's the make of the socks, the feel of the socks. They like to wear these kind of ankle socks, the white ankle socks. They're more comfortable in their boots. It's never a problem for me, but that's why I think they do it. They just don't like the feel of the football sock in their boots. So again, you know, very precious, these footballers these days, but anything that makes them feel better, makes them perform better, let them do it.
Well, Shaqiri's game is up. Noah Okafor comes on for Xherdan Shaqiri, who played his part in the goal.